so that we can hear you, okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right, and thank you, husband. Thank you, husband.
You well. I was trying to make sure it was going.
All right, can we do a fist bump? We're going to say a prayer. We're going to get right into it. Thank you, Lord, for another opportunity for us to do an amazing podcast. Pray that you bless us with the right words to say, and I pray that you bless this episode to bless someone. We thank you and we love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, we're about to get this party started. I'm just going to hit record, and we're going to get to it. He said that. You left your drink?
It's fine.
Well, you know we got a break coming up, so we'll get
Okay.
it. Oh my goodness, Mr. Wilson! You bring his drink.
I don't know. I was just saying
Oh, hey world. Welcome back to the Spill Podcast, your favorite podcast featuring your favorite podcast host. Me, your girl, Mrs. Wilson. Pew, 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 pew. Welcome, Spillers, back to episode 27 of season 2. I'm super duper excited about this episode. I say that on every episode. Oh, well, hell, I'm excited. But I'm super excited. I have two of my most favorite people in the entire world in one room. In the podcast room. Pew, 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 pew. I have known both of these people individually well over 20 years, so they mean a whole lot to me. We'll start off with my girl Zandra. This is my sister. We grew up in church together. We went to school together. She has been braiding my hair, my baby's hair, for a very long time, a long time. Like, we've known each other at least about 25 years. 25, we had 25. Yes.
We knew each other at church.
Yeah, at church. We knew each other at church when we was little, so yes. And then, of course, I have my homie, straight shooter, no chaser. My brother, my fellow Leo, my classmate, Mr. Who Gonna Tell You Like It Is, whether you like it or not, Mr. Kevin in the building. Hey, Zandra and Kevin, how are y'all?
I'm good. I'm good.
Fine. Zandra gonna talk in the microphone? Y'all listen, Zandra was supposed to be on a podcast a few episodes ago, but I've been patient with her because my sister is a people's person, but she's not a people's person. Like, you gotta know her to understand what I'm saying. So I'm just super excited that you're here. Are you excited to be here?
I'm getting there. I'm excited. I'm just nervous.
I'll take it. I'll take it for what it is. Well, I'm super duper excited that you all are here. You all know what the routine is. Y'all know what's next. Spillers, you know what time it is. It is our spill mental check-in time. This is the time of the episode where we are intentional about doing a self-mental check. Self-mental check. That means ain't nobody around. Ain't nobody in your mind. Ain't nobody in your heart. Nobody in your feelings but you. This is the opportunity for you to be intentional with identifying how you feel and getting to the root of how you feel and correcting it if it's something that you don't like, okay? So, spillers, whatever you're doing, stop, pause for the cause, take a break if you need to pause the podcast to get it together and then come back. Do what you gotta do, okay? But I need you to identify with how you are doing. Whenever we have guests in the podcast room, this is something that we do. We do our mental check-in. Y'all know the routines. So mentally, we'll start with you, Zandra. How are you doing?
Mentally, better.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm learning how to respond to things. And I think when I watched you, the last one, that's where you was talking about responding. So I'm responding, and then, like, if something bothers me, I get my little cry out, and I keep pushing.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're better?
Yes, I don't let it overwhelm me. as
Okay.
much.
Is that something that you had to learn to do, or is that something that you're choosing to do?
Both.
Okay.
So through therapy, I learned to do it, and then even though sometimes, even though you know to do it, or sometimes your feelings, especially depending on who it is and the situation, it can kind of just like, you just got to let it out. Just keep going.
And deal with the consequences.
Accept it for what it is.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm happy to know that you're better.
Yes.
That's amazing and that's good to hear. And I love that you have the capacity to know when you need to go to therapy or when you need to utilize certain tools to get it together.
Mhm.
So that's amazing. Spillers, that's I'm working on. All right. Kev, how are you?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Like I'm definitely trying to find that work life, social, home balance. You know. And as I elevate at work, it's getting more and more imperative that I need to elevate in my personal life. And I'm really just trying to figure out how to get there. I'm really trying to figure out how to get there in my personal life. So, yeah.
So you're in the figuring out stages.
Yeah, and at 40, I'm learning things all over again. Like I'm really like at this new profound thing where I'm just like, I'm like a whole new person. Like it's like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. Like getting out of that cocoon and like I feel like for 40 years I've just been in that cocoon, you know. So.
Thank you, husband.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that's good to know. So you're learning, and so when we are, what I have to look forward to, because I know y'all just hit the 40 mark and I'm a couple months away. I have to look forward to learning that life will always be like I guess my toast is like the butterfly, like the transformation, something.
Absolutely.
Okay, child, because baby, life been life.
Listen, tell you.
And the struggle has been real, and I've just been like, I'm not the type that questions God or says, why me? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because I do honestly feel like, why me? But I was like, okay, Lord, you could have gave me a little warning. You know what I'm saying? You could have let your girl know a little bit in advance that this is what you was finna drop on me. But for me, still, life has really been life. And when I say life has been lifing, life has been lifing. I have, Lent, it's Lent season. And black folk, well, I'm not going to say black folk, but a lot of Baptists, Christians really don't participate in Lent. That's like a Catholic thing or something. So I'm not fasting for Lent. It's just a fast that I normally do up until Easter for 40 days. Now, I've never done the 40 days. I'll do like a week or at least a week. But I always do some type of fast to observe and just kind of get my mind clear in the spirit of gratitude for what I feel like Jesus did for me. That's my belief. But this year I decided to do since it's my year 40, I decided to do everything 40. So I'm doing a 40-day one. And y'all, I feel like since I've started this fast, I have been the most emotional. I don't know if my husband tells me I'm always sensitive. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you're naturally sensitive. You just sensitive. It don't matter what it is, what happens. I'm feeling, I'm be hurt. But I've been super duper sensitive. I cry all the time. Everything hurt my feelings. On top of that, I feel like God has been like exposing things and situations, including me, to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not happy. I'm just like, it's been a lot for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a lot. So I've not been okay, but I have been to therapy. I'm still going to therapy. I've been getting my little fine tunes with Dr. Shaw. I know, look, when I went to him a few weeks ago, he's like, okay, what we doing is a tune up, what we doing? I said, baby, we need a tune up, clean up, straighten up, fix up. I need help right now because I don't know, and I'm learning how to respond and to react to things. You know what I'm saying? I'm practicing being proactive instead of reactive because I've learned being reactive, things don't go how I want it to go. And I'm like a peaceful person. Like I love peace. I love being like, girl, forget them. Yeah, I know the other word I want to say. But anyway, I love being like, next, y'all, whatever, ain't nobody did nothing. You know what I'm saying? I love having that. But it seems like now I've been dealt with things and I'm like, but I ain't do nothing to deserve. But I ain't, why they doing me? Like, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But you did though. Because it's like what you're doing now, like when you fast, it's like a spiritual fast, just like it would be a physical, you know how like when you detoxing, all the nasty stuff coming out your face, break out, you have headaches, you have sometimes flu symptoms, it'd be horrible.
And
So it's the same thing when you know, when God is
literally trying to get it out.
Yeah, it's like you, And I felt that way, like, I didn't deserve this, so why they doing me like this? I didn't been nothing but good to me.
Yeah.
But it's like, that nastiness has got to go away. It's got to, the stuff that ain't good for you has got to go.
Yeah, and that's the way I react to. And it's crazy because I was just talking to you about that. I was telling Zandra because she has me doing these herbal teas I've been doing for quite some time. She's been doing them for years, but I'm probably a year and some change in the game. But I be like, girl, like I've been breaking out and I don't like that, you know. But that's a part of the detoxing from the tea, you know what I'm saying? And so I've learned to accept that, you know, go through my little ugly phase when I'm going through the detoxing. And that's what this fast is, just what you said.
Yeah.
And I never looked at it like that. Like this is the detoxing, you know what I'm saying? The God is taking me through. And baby, the struggle been real. I'm just gonna tell you, I just been around here cool for Coco. Thank God my husband's still here. I ain't ran him off. Cause baby, you talking about somebody being crazy, being a whole fool. And I literally thought about that today. I was like, Lord, this man's still here. Like, just made it clear, like, I love you, I ain't going nowhere. Like, I'm praying for you, I'm with you, I got you, I'm here for you. I'm like, Lord, what did I do to deserve this? You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, all is not well right now, but I know all will be well. I'm looking forward to that. Instead of complaining, I'm praying. I feel like I'm worshiping a little bit more, a lot more, and just trying to keep my mind. I'm grateful, though, that I have not lost my mind because I feel like going through the stuff that I've been going through mentally and emotionally, I see why people are on these streets.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see why. Because I'm like, this crap has blown my mind. Like, oh my God. Like, I feel like it's just one person after the other, one thing after the other, you know. And I'm still normal. And I'm grateful for that. I literally just said, Lord, thank you for keeping me in my right mind. And please don't let me lose my mind. Because it's been real.
Yeah.
You definitely have to have good support system, which you do have. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna be alright.
Yes, thank God.
You're gonna be alright.
I'm looking forward to that alrightness. Did y'all want to add anything to that?
But I will say, like, you know, ask God for clarification on. You don't necessarily have to ask why, but there's this thing where you ask for clarification as to why and what are you setting me up for? Like, what are you setting me up for, God? It's not like, why am I going through this? But I know that this is something that's going to make me better as a person. That's going to allow me to, like we said, that response thing. He's probably revealing things to you so when things happen, you don't respond like you used to. Or you don't do, you know what I mean, the things that you used to do. Or you will see things and you'll be like, you know what, I'm not here. I'm not going to be able to do that. And like as I turned 40, I started to go on my spiritual journey and things like that. And then I would go places and I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm good.
You learn about energy.
Yes.
If the energy ain't right, baby, I'm
I
out.
choose peace.
That part.
I can be in my room. I crochet y'all now.
Yeah.
So listen, and be at peace.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Because you work too hard. That's what I've learned. Like I didn't work too hard to get out the anxiety and depression and the people that ain't right. I didn't work too hard.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be back there.
Yeah.
You know, that's,
And that's it too, asking for clarity and then peace. And that's been my thing. Like, okay, God, help me understand why I'm going through this. I know it's a purpose and a reason for it. But while you are taking me through this journey, can you please give me peace? Like, that's literally my prayer, peace. Because I see, you know, what the old folks say, you know, they can take whatever they want, but just don't let them take your peace. I see that now, baby, because I need mine. I need all of it. All right, Spiller, so if you're not okay, say something so that we can help you do something. There are many resources available. Mental health is wealth. I say that every single episode. In order to be fully wealthy, you have to be healthy mentally. Okay? All right. Did y'all want to add anything else to us? That was a good statement. Thank y'all. Y'all helped your girl out. You know, Zandra got her zen going on. Kevin, you always have your zen going on. Your zen is like the neighborhood zen that I need. Like, girl, the hell with them. Hell no, ain't gonna do it. I need that too. So, I appreciate y'all. All right, so this is now our social media shout out time. If you are not following the Spill Podcast on your social media platforms, what you're waiting on, follow us on Instagram, The Spill Podcast 21, and YouTube, The Spill Podcast. And then I think my TikTok is The Spill Podcast or Spill Podcast. But follow us on all of them. Now, Zandra and Kevin has a lot going on. They have great platforms. Zandra is real vocal on hers when she's on. Kevin is so vocal on his. Like, sometimes you need that type of realness, like real from both of them, for real. But Kevin will do it every day. Zandra, hell, she'll pop up one day, you won't hear from her for a month. Like, did she delete me? Like, what does we do? And then she'll pop back out.
Somebody done did something. I feel like, what I call them, PSA.
Yeah,
My
the
public service
Yeah.
because y'all got me messed up. Y'all put this out here. I drop it and then I go.
And we gone.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. 'Cause I try to respond to everything that's going on in the world, and I'd be like,
Right. And it'd be good. Then you be in jail. When you gone, I'd be like, they done got him, Lord. He
they
gone.
keep me in Facebook.
They done got him this time. But it'd be good stuff. So, Zandra, would you like to give your social media? I said earlier that you my braider, but I don't, I'm a special client.
Okay, I don't do ratchet.
And don't.
Have some manners.
Yes.
Okay. And have good energy. That's all I ask.
Yes.
And some money, okay?
Queen, ching.
No, but so Instagram is Protective Hands with a Z at the end. Facebook, I'm Zandra Johnson. It's a long waiting list.
Literally.
I mean, from 13 years ago, people still waiting. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Because I do too much sometimes.
You don't do too much. You just kind of tell it like it is.
Yeah.
But you don't do that much. You don't go to Facebook jail.
No, I
So,
never.
yeah, you
They
just
don't catch me.
I be
no,
cursing
and the
and
thing
stuff.
is, when you're on your when you're going off, you post. You don't sugarcoat it. You're gonna say who it was, what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Very direct.
So yeah, you're very direct with yours. So it's not doing too much. It's just you just kind of tell like it is, what it is. Same thing you do. would you like? Would you like to give us your social media handles?
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook at Kevin Holmes.
I'm following.
Okay.
Right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
it's so good. It's so good, girl. You be like, and then I be feeling like I'm harassing him. I be like, I know he be sick of seeing notifications
No,
from
not at all.
Wilson.
Not at all. And then on TikTok, you can find my comedy stuff.
It's super
at
hilarious.
Kev the King 02. So.
Yeah, it's super hilarious. So make sure y'all reach out to Protective Hands. She told y'all her stipulations if you want to get in the chair, and I promise you it's worth it because she's thebomb.com. And then, of course, Kevin Holmes on Facebook, and Kev the King underscore, or
no, just Kev the King 02.
okay, Kev the King 02 on TikTok, and he funny as hell on TikTok. Like, he may post some of his TikTok on Facebook, he may not, but TikTok is the bomb. So make sure y'all follow them. Don't forget, the Spill Podcast is also an advanced advertisement advocate. So if you have a business you want to grow, publicize, boost sales, email me at thespillpodcast21@gmail.com. And we can discuss ad prices. Remember, your businesses will be featured on all podcast platforms and YouTube every time an episode is played or aired. So reach out to your girl. Now it is our Spill Trend time, where we talk about everything black. Thank God we're black. Hey, we won't take it back. Hey, we're proud to be black. Hey, black dipped in gold, black. I know the lyrics in the words, but it is what it is. Maybe it's the mimosa. Shout out to Miss Charlene, the Christie Show, straight out of Little Rock, Arkansas, for that song. We love her. Her dresses, baby, she's the dress queen. Like, can't nobody outdress her. Come with it. But anyway, so we discussed everything black, no tea, no shade. We just discussed what's going on in the culture. So today, our first, you was gonna say something? Okay, our first couple topics are just a bit heavy, but we're gonna go ahead and discuss them. First, we want to send our prayers and our love out to City Councilman Eric Mays' family. Point of order. Eric Mays was a bold and proud city councilman from Flint, Michigan. He was known for his outspoken, animated, and dramatic response back during many of their public council city meetings in Flint. If you don't know him, Google him. That's all I would say. I found him on TikTok, scrolling on TikTok because I have an appreciation for TikTok. and baby found him and followed him and was hooked and stuck since. Y'all, he came to Little Rock for our Juneteenth last summer. Do y'all remember that? And I'm so sad I didn't go, baby, because it was hell hot. I was like, I'm gonna have to catch this councilman when the sun go down.
Yes, I always have.
Literally, and so I literally was looking for it. I told my cousins I'm going to see him. Like I got to go see Eric Mays, but it was hot as hell. And when I went out there by the evening, he had already left or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's sad. I'm super sad. I'm not sure what was going on, but I think he had been ill for a second. They said, and he died, of course, at his home in Flint. He made history. He was the real deal, Holyfield. When I say baby, said how he felt, and you wasn't gonna disrespect him in that city council meeting. Yes. He was gonna dismiss you or point of order. I don't know. Kevin, go ahead and say what you was gonna say.
No, I said he used to get Miss Hokenroller together.
Baby, get us together. Miss Hokenroller's in here talking to me like a baby.
Oh. And I was looking at him this morning, like all his like funny antics, and I mean, he just kept me rolling. Yeah. But he loved the people, and he was about the people. He wasn't gonna be like this craziness talking about. So, we need to do this. We need to do this now. Yeah. Like what y'all doing now? And he just called the Republicans out. So bad, and they used to get mad at him.
Yep. And he was definitely about the people. Y'all know everything that happened with Flint, their water issues, what they found out about the pipes, the school, the education, and he was very vocal on what needed to be done, how it needed to be done, and where they needed to start. And that was with the people that they currently had in their office that was supposed to be representing them and speaking for them. He was the truth. I'm sorry for his family and Flint. I feel real bad for Flint because to me, he was like the voice of the inner city. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever come by him, go ahead, step it up.
I'm talking about stepping it way up. Like, y'all gonna have to come with it because he was literally the voice for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't worried about the suburbs because we know that's gonna be taken care of. Right. But he was the voice for the neighborhood. So we're praying for his family. We're praying for the city of Flint because they're gonna need it. And rest in peace, Mr. Porter. Doc Porter is his new name. So our next spill trend, Kevin, I thought about you and I knew you would probably be good with this and relate to this because I know your career field is in the AIDS and HIV activism. But Hydia Broadbent, she was an activist that started her activism at the tender age of 5, a year after finding out that she had been born with HIV. Many of us remember her from being on Oprah. I remember sitting in my grandmother's living room. I can see it right now like it was yesterday. Watching this little girl with all this jewelry on these braids, and I'm like, she the same age as me. How come I do that?
Like, I put my nose here.
Right, like, super cute.
So cute.
Yeah, so cute. But she was an HIV and AIDS advocate. She found out that she was born with the disease when she was 5 years old. She had been sick a long time. They never knew what was going on until they identified that it was AIDS, and she was born with it. She was adopted by some amazing parents who kind of pushed her to be an advocate. She died in her sleep at the tender age of 39. From then up until she died, she'd always been an advocate. She worked doing the work of the advocacy, you know what I'm saying? Living her best life, turned out to be a beautiful young lady. Yeah. Smile, just beautiful, just gorgeous. Like
her little face stayed the same.
It stayed the exact dang same. Like it just got a little older and rounder, but it stayed the exact same. But she died in her sleep last week, which was another hit to the culture. I feel like, of course, Eric Mays was major to the culture, but I feel like she was major to the culture because she wasn't one that contracted disease from sexual encounters or drugs and use or anything like that. She was born with it. And she felt like, I may not have had it or gotten it like they did, but I got it. So we still are brothers and sisters and we still got to do what we got to do to put it out there, to speak, to get this, a cure or do whatever we have to do to protect people from it. So, Kevin, how did that, I know that was like a little hit for you. How do you feel about our girl Hydia?
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I actually got the pleasure to meet her at a conference years ago, and to hear her story personally was just like, oh my gosh, like to be that brave and that young, and to, oh my gosh, live as long as she did, because you gotta understand, she lived, a long time with the disease, even with an AIDS diagnosis, not just HIV, but it had progressed to an AIDS diagnosis. So she lived a long time with the AIDS diagnosis, over 20-something years. And so it was just disheartening to hear that she had, passed away at 39. But it also pushes me more to get more black women tested, and to get more black women who are HIV positive to talk a little bit more about their stories. And that's literally a priority group that we've actually forgotten about is black women. We always focus on gay women.
I was just about to say that.
And we really have dropped the ball on making sure that black women are at the forefront of this as well. And so I've been working on some things, but I'm going to be working on more things.
Yay! And I think that's imperative in our community, because I was going to say that it's so much emphasis put on the black gay man. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as they say, ooh, they got AIDS or this and that, but we like shy away from the black women. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happening to the black women just as much and as fast as it's happening to the black men. But she was definitely a face for the disease, that spoke about it and wanted to make sure that everybody got the help that they needed to get. So I love her for that, and may she rest in peace. She was definitely for the culture and a great representation of, the culture. So did y'all want to add something to that?
I'm just gonna miss watching her dance. She used to dance live. It motivates you to just, that's when you can make a choice to be happy. Not allow the outside and circumstances to dictate, your day, your mood.
And that's so true, y'all, because I was helping somebody. I won't go into detail because then I'll tell it out. But I was helping somebody, and I promise you, just going back and like getting there, going from inside to outside, helping them. And that moment, I promise you, I was like, oh my God, I'm helping this woman, and she hadn't complained not one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, could have been sad, or could have just been like, I ain't going, I'm not gonna do it, but was just pushing. You know what I'm saying? Her whole way through without a complaint. And like you said, like people like Heidi and my sister that I'm talking about, you can look at them and be like, if you don't get yourself together and get happy, be glad, be grateful, something wrong with you. And I'm preaching to the choir, because I'm preaching to myself, because you guys get it together. I'm fin too. Thank you, Lord, for another chance. All right, so rest in peace, Heidi, and rest in peace to the point of water. Doc Eric Mays. That was heavy for me, y'all. So I'm finna lighten it up just a little bit. And we about to talk about a day in history, baby. 2/22/24. Ain't no talking, ain't no texting. The AT&T, baby, shut down. Now they were saying that some other networks did. I don't know, because I have AT&T, baby, but I was a witness, a bona fide witness. What the church folks say, a bona fide witness. Baby, I was a bona fide witness, baby. I saw SOS in the flesh on my phone. But on February the 22nd, y'all, AT&T, the largest cell phone network, was out of commission for almost 2 hours. Over 100,000 customers lost access to our cellular phone services, right? And when I say services, nigga, we couldn't even call 911. The struggle was real. If you didn't have Wi-Fi, you was SOS, SOL. And if you had Wi-Fi, you still could call 911. So anyway, I was literally getting up, fixing my coffee, and I watched it. I promise y'all, I heard it on the news, because me and my husband watch the news every morning. So I'm fixing my coffee, and I'm hearing it, but I'm not worried, because this has happened a lot, and baby, we ain't never been affected. So I'm like, I ain't talking to me, baby. Listen, my AT&T stay working. And so I done got together, doing my devotion, y'all, got my music going, my Bible app, writing in my journal, getting dressed, leaving the house, in the car, and the music is breaking up. I'm like, now what? Baby, I saw SOS on my phone. I said, well, I guess I'm in that number. So listen, I was good. I popped the CD in my CD player, because you used to your Bluetooth connectivity and all that. Baby, I put the CD in, I was good. Now my child, baby, that 16-year-old about lost it. Wait a minute.
The kids, I don't know what they gonna do.
Baby.
And Ziana, she tried it.
Oh.
I didn't know. We were still at home. Because Ziana always late. She's never on time. We're like, come on. And so
she get it honest.
Girl, she talked to Mama, the phone's not working. Then she got me with, and the internet I'm working at school, what I'm gonna do? What if something happened and it's an emergency and I can't get she know how I am.
Yeah.
Mama, I don't need to go to school today
Yeah.
because what if something happened and you
In
can't
the
get-
world. She got you, girl. I'll stay at home, girl, because I don't know.
We was a little like she went to school.
Yeah.
But we were real late because I got to panicking like, well,
Yeah.
she right. They know how to get to me.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And you one of those mamas, like you to me, you're like the millennial mom. Like when it comes, and I'm kind of like that, but you like when it comes to your kids, baby, you ain't playing, you ain't taking no chances. I be telling the kids that, well, hell, if something happen, you just better hope you go to hell, because if not, I don't know what to tell you about. But yeah, that's
I'm a
you.
little extra.
Yeah, but mine cracked when I say she called me and was like, well, she was texting or something. But I was like, how's your phone working? She was like, girl, I had to use somebody else's hotspot. Because we have hotspots on our phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, girl, I had to use somebody else's hotspot. I'm going to have to give them $5 for let me. I said, girl, no. So, yeah, that day. But it was like a nostalgic moment for me because we didn't grow up with cell phones.
Listen, I wanted to tell her, use the office phone like I did.
Exactly.
We didn't even have, our teachers didn't even have phones in the class.
Not at all.
They had the intercom.
Yep.
We did not grow up. We had a landline at home.
Yep.
At school, the teachers had the intercom. The office and the principals were the only ones with the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now we got phones and the teachers, every teacher got their own phone. We didn't have that.
Mm-mm.
When I found that, she's like, well, this is my phone in the classroom. What's that phone in the classroom? Okay.
Girl, when I say Mackenzie about had a fit, boy, for me, I was happy that the Wi-Fi worked because I did kind of get like, okay, God, now I probably need to be trying to figure out if this is Leave the World Behind. Y'all know that movie a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how would I respond? I need to try to get my baby to learn how to respond because I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But it did kind of, it was just nostalgic for me. I was excited to put a CD in. I hadn't listened to a CD in months. You know what I'm saying? I listened to the Hunter Brothers. Shout out to my uncles and my daddy. Like, Dad, I listened to them. I had Monica. Like, when I say I pulled out Monica the Storm, girl, I pulled out so many CDs. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm good. Like, I can put in a CD player. Like, I'm good. But the chirren was struggling. And that was so hilarious to me later. But it is something that we got to think about, whether we believe it or not.
Yeah.
You know, and then one of my students, y'all, I'm like, what happened? Who did it? Usher. Yeah, the other country.
Oh.
Usher did it. And I was like, He was like, yeah. He was like, Miss Wilson. And he's like a well uppity kid. Parents got a lot of money. One of my homeroom students. He's like, well, we got to be careful because, you know, they really hate us. And so this is something that they really can do. And I was like, oh my God. Like, what if they did it? Like, what we going to do? So I was like,
That's why I don't watch TV and movies and stuff, because it just,
baby,
I can't be doing all that with my brain.
you listen, your brain,
I can't.
I'm just late. I'm like that lately. And Mr. Wilson be like, girl, you take everything to heart. I be like, well, hell, some of this stuff kind of make you wrong. And then to Leave the World Behind, President Obama and Michelle, they're the executive producers. Bonkers and stuff. I said, oh, so they know something that we don't know. Because
Rich people always know stuff that we don't. We don't be prepared.
that part. And we're going to be looking stupid.
Yeah. Zamora told me that the other day, Mama, we need to go in the backyard and build us what do you call it?
A bunker?
A bunker.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
said, what?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah.
Because have you seen Leave the World Behind?
No. Let me tell you, first of all, I ain't been to the movie theater since,
It's on Netflix.
but let me tell you,
Okay.
since 2003.
Oh,
The last movie, well, 2002. The last movie I saw was Brown Sugar.
Dang.
Kim said that.
And then I tried to calm myself watching Tyler Perry's movie yesterday.
Me a couple.
I tried. It was screaming and stuff. It's too much.
It will. You do have to have a different state of mind for what's going on now in the movies and everything. For real.
Ugh.
So me a couple, the truth go girl, cause that what's that man name? Rhodes. Like it don't make no sense to be just
I
big.
like big men.
Girl.
He's big, but he's fine.
Girl, it just don't make no sense. I know. Anyway, my husband's chocolate and fine though, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, if you watch Leave the World Behind,
Yeah.
at the end, the daughter was kind of trying to tell them like something ain't right, y'all. Y'all need to listen to me. But she was so young and caught up in her favorite series, Friends. They really wasn't paying her no mind. Like, girl, shut up. Like, you just trying to get somewhere to watch Friends. You ain't messed about what's going on. But she was like, I'm telling y'all. And she was like, I'm telling y'all where we need to be. We need to be up there. And wasn't nobody listening to her. At the end, she ended up there.
Yeah.
We don't know what the hell happened to everybody else. And ended up in a nice bunker with whoever didn't make it to the bunker. So somebody that prepared and built the bunker, but they didn't make it there in time for the world to, you know what I'm saying? But it had everything that prepared you for when the world was getting ready to end or something. And baby, she was living her best life, got in that bunker, baby, turned on friends,
So
couldn't
it's
tell her nothing.
The modern Noah's Ark.
You gotta watch it. When you get a chance, watch it. It's really thought provoking. Like, you're not gonna be doing all that screaming. You're gonna be like, what the hell? Nah. But watch that little girl. For real. You gonna be like,
in the backyard.
yeah, you literally gonna be building. You about to
I'm
start
building
building.
in my mom's backyard.
Somebody backyard, somebody finna get a uncle.
We can all just be together.
That part.
Everybody meet at mama's
That
house.
part. So the moral of the story is be prepared. We don't like it. No, get it together, y'all. I don't know. I just want, Lord, just meet me in the air. Whatever you're doing, just take me with you. Get me, cause I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah.
But that AT&T services, it did kind of teach us a little lesson, like what would we do without our cellular devices? And if you ain't never thought about it, now's the time to think about it. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
Me too.
I'd be just
Look,
fine.
as long as I got me a good CD player. Now I need to go give me one of them little portable ones, because the one in the car, I don't even think do they make cars now with CD players anymore?
I don't think so.
I ain't got time for that. See, I got my car brand new 2017. She paid for it. She ain't got
Listen, mine
look,
too.
we good.
2013.
But I'm like, do they even make cars with CD players anymore? Fix the Lord. I know they don't make computers and laptops.
They
no
sure
more
don't.
like they don't.
They don't. You can't find a CD.
You know how they used to have the CD,
with the
the floppy disk and the CD where you can put. They don't do that no more. I just need to go find me a radio. I'm going to do that. That's my goal this week. I'm gonna look for me a radio with a CD player.
You probably find that at the pawn shop.
I'm gonna have to.
Probably
Because remember back in the day, we used to think we was doing something, 3D CD players where you can put 3 CD and then turn it. Yeah.
Oh, but I had 5 in there.
You know, 5 disc
And when my
ones.
mama took
You
that
had
away from
money,
me-
you had the 5 disc.
Oh,
My
baby.
car had one that.
Yeah, in the back. You had in the back
See?
trunk where you can load them up and put them in the back. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
We ain't got that no more.
We ain't got that no
What the
more.
hell we gonna do? You know, back in that, baby, we used to go in them cars, pull out that big old folder, big old binder thing with all the CDs. It took us 30 minutes before we pulled off.
Big city.
Literally.
Baby, I thought I was the shit.
I'm talking about
I was able to take my face off my CD
yeah,
player,
put the
take
face
it
in put it in your pocket. Baby, listen, it's different days.
It's different now.
Baby, we too modern, we too millennial. We gotta get it back. I'm
But
not for
it's
this
just-
season.
I think it's the social interaction that, like I was in DC earlier this month on business, in February on business, and I was like, let me just go out. I'm just gonna go out and socialize.
I remember you
and,
posting it, yeah.
oh my gosh! So I get to this club. It's called Nelly's. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't even know what that is. And so I get in there and like there's like 6 people downstairs, but he was like, no, there's more people upstairs. And so I go upstairs and there's people everywhere, but they're like this.
And that's so stupid to me.
Or standing on the wall just looking.
Socially awkward.
Just looking, and I'm like,
Ain't no more dancing.
No, none of that.
Baby, even dancing with each
Baby, we used to
other.
bust the flows down at the Big Apple in the skate ring.
Oh my
Baby,
God.
we used to be sweating.
Billy Mitchell, the Carver YMCA, Holly
Holly
Industries.
Industries.
Baby, I'm talking about we walking out, go in with a body wrap, baby. You walking out looking like Michael Jackson, like you got a curl.
But we
Yeah.
had fun.
It
I'm
was
talking about fun. Because first of all, you couldn't pull that phone out because it was your mama and them, and if you was on it before 9 o'clock, the phone bill was $80, and back then $80 was $400.
I'm trying
And
to
it was
figure out when the phones came. Like, I remember the big, huge car phones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the early 90s, like 92, 93.
So, okay, I remember the chirps.
Okay.
Mhm.
The church
I had
was
a pager.
the
So
church.
I needed
The beepers were for us like 97, 98. Because I remember being 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. My daddy buying me like 2, a blue one, and a midnight purple one, and a pink one.
I had a see-through, but yeah.
Yeah, the see-through pink one, and then I had a midnight purple one. That was 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. So that was 98, 99, 2000.
Yeah.
Cell phones, the car phones had been out since like 93, 94. My friend Rachel, who lives in Dallas, hey Rachel, her mama, we were like best friends growing up. Her mama, rest in peace, Miss Sheila, died of breast cancer, but she was a nurse, and she had a car phone in her car.
Yeah.
So that was our first, and we were like in 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah.
And Miss Sheila was like calling people from the car. We like, man.
My mama had one big old.
It was huge, girl. I'm talking about the size of the armrest. That's how big it was.
My uncle had one in his Mercedes.
See?
He was a dealer.
He had that money. And then the cell phones, about 2000, 2001, cell phones, the Nokias, the Sprints, the little small ones, the flip was the Crickets. They came out. Cricket was the only one where you can pay like $20 a month for unlimited everything. But people weren't getting Cricket because Cricket would only work in certain spots.
Yeah, I remember.
But if you had Sprint and AT&T, it was like $35 a month.
Yeah.
Minutes free after 9.
Yeah.
Text messaging was like $1 a text. You send a text.
It was singular wireless came.
Yeah, it was singular. It was before AT&T. It was singular.
Singular.
And then singular turned into AT&T, and then it was Altel.
Altel.
Yeah. So
Nokia Altel.
Yeah, the Nokia.
Yeah. The new, what's it called? Something I forget what it's called, but yeah. It
So
was like a love,
yeah. So those were the days where we couldn't turn our phones on when it was just a solid blue screen. It wasn't nothing colorful. You ain't see nothing but blue screen, black letters, black numbers. But you couldn't turn your phones on before 9 because minutes.
Yep.
Roaming, if you was in North Little Rock, if you from Little Rock, nigga, you got $1 roaming charge per minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, that's
Oh my gosh, we done came so long.
Baby, we done came so far. When I say just the technology, it just blows my mind how amazing it's transcended. And that's what life is about. But I still feel like we still need to remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get too comfortable, baby, because at the end of the day, just as quick as this technology world became,
it can be gone.
we see.
Like
and we just saw that February 22nd.
It can be gone. It can literally be gone. And we know what we doing.
Right.
I'm trying to jump some rope or something.
That part, we're gonna walk in the neighborhood, and I still do that now. Like I walk my neighborhood at work. I try to do stuff so I won't forget. You know what I'm saying? Chad, I'm trying to get my baby out there. My baby dang near chocolate, but got some white legs. Girl, go outside, get some vitamin D. What is going on?
My 13-year-old brother's like that. He is just so like. I took him to a pool party one time, and there were kids there his age, and the little boy walked up to him. He's like, "Hi, my name is David. How are you?" He was like, "I'm like Mason."
I don't talk to strangers.
I'm like, "You're supposed to say, my name is Mason. How are you?" Like this the awkwardness of even introducing yourself to people. Like, it's crazy.
Socially awkward. We gotta get back to. We gotta get back to it.
Yeah.
For real. You know, we just gotta get back to it. Anyway. All right. Did y'all want to add anything to that spill trend?
I'm gonna do an adult field day for everybody.
When? Cause I'm going.
I'm thinking I want to do one like right around April or May before it get real high.
Yeah.
I want to do one, and I got the perfect part.
Well, let's do it.
We
Super
do
sofa.
sofa.
Let's
I'm
do
talking about
it.
a slip and slide.
Let's
I'm
do
talking
it.
about kickball.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
We're gonna do it.
I'm ready.
Cool. We're gonna do it.
Y'all need something. Y'all gotta pee. Y'all gotta do something.
I'm hurrying.
Right.
You know I'm doing the
I was
intermittent
trying.
fasting.
Do you want me to get a plate?
Yes, please.
Lord, I want this.
Look, all you gotta do is when you know you're not talking, just push that back. And yeah.
I'm doing
But I need you because your voice is soft, so I need you in there because I'm like.
And then you kind of, I'm a little traumatized. You had put that too close to my mouth and it felt like a dick or something.
I can't take it. That's what we do. Yeah. And then look, y'all, why I was supposed to clean the podcast room and get it ready yesterday. And I normally do that. I'm normally good but yesterday I got off of work. I was just so exhausted and just overwhelmed and trying to keep my mental good. Nigga, I got in the bed. I was in the bed at 5:30. I did not come in here, so I was rushing today because y'all know I've been up getting my greens on, doing old grown folk stuff.
Old grown folks stuff.
And I broke my thing, like literally broke it in half. So it's sitting over there. So that's why my little microphone's sitting like this. You're like, well, I might buy another one. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna take theirs because I need them to be good. I just be bending down because I'm normally sitting up and one of them, but baby broke it. I'm talking about broke it, and then it's just over with. So I'm happy I'm able to do what we can do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and refill.
No, I just need a little plate because you know it's intermittent
Okay,
fasting
yes.
time and I ain't eating nothing.
Zandra, do you want a little plate to get you some berries and something?
Strawberries.
All right, them berries are not good to me. but y'all-
Strawberries on top of
Hey.
me. Y'all remember that song about Smooth? That's what was by. Oh my gosh.
And up.
Smooth.
It's-
That's her name.
Oh, those are my solar eclipse. If you go look at them with your kids, you can get you a couple of pairs if you want a pair.
Oh my job got 5,000 dollars.
Okay, good. See?
I was like, what?
Cause you know it's gonna be big April 8th.
But baby, who
You know
gonna
they
be at
gonna
home
shut
is
the
me.
schools down and everything. Me too.
Who gonna be home
That's
is
what
me.
they were talking
There's
about.
over 1.8 million visitors in the
1.8 million visitors in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Why?
For the solar eclipse, because Arkansas, Little Rock, Central Arkansas is the best view in the entire world
Give
for
me
it.
some.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
I
you
need
and
some.
apparently we sit like right there in the middle.
Yeah, we see like right there in the middle, they say, but they say Central Arkansas is the best place in the world.
Yep.
So we have a little bit over 204,000 people in Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But we're supposed to have 1.8 million from Friday, April the 5th, until, what is that, the 5th or the 4th? Whatever that Friday is,
Yeah.
until that Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh no.
They
Hey, bro,
say
you know
traffic.
them hotels is $500 a night.
Literally, they say traffic is going to be hours long. That's why they shut the schools down.
Mm-hmm.
That Monday the 8th. Traffic is going to be hours long. The grocery stores, liquor stores, everything is going to be empty but that's why they've been like, if you go into the stores now, even the food city market, I went up there to get my greens yesterday. I was like, Lord, they got a lot of stuff.
Oh, I got to go Trader Joe's.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Trader Joe's going to be empty in about 2 weeks. It's going to be empty.
Empty.
Like
You
literally.
said April.
It's
April
April 8th, but you need to start getting your stuff at least 2 weeks before.
April 8th, baby.
Yep.
Put it in the freezer like my auntie used to.
That part.
Baby, a deep freezer. That's what I'm thinking about me. My mom be like, get that out that deep freezer.
Y'all want some champagne?
Oh no, I'm fine.
Y'all good?
The
Good?
way I'm sitting here.
Xander, you ain't sure good. I know you good.
Look, I'll make sure because my face, you know when I get nervous,
Yeah.
that side that was paralyzed,
Yeah.
girl get to jumping. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad because the side that it was paralyzed on is the side that's not on the camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, good. Them folks will be like, what the heck?
Girl, shut up. Shut
I'll
up.
be all right.
Okay, well, I think I'm trying to tickle.
I hate when people be like, I'm in your city. I don't care.
What happened?
People like, I'm in your city. I don't care.
He said, you can't stand people inside that.
Oh, they said it because they want you to come out.
Well, you should have said that before. Like I ain't got nothing to do.
That part.
Like I ain't already got something planned.
Like you ain't got no life.
You knew you was coming, didn't you? So.
You should have told me that long time ago.
Right. Like, wait, you in my city? You okay? I'm in my city too. How long you been on in my city? What you say?
Okay.
That one said I was like, oh.
Alright.
You're the right person though, because somebody comes telling me that I'm like, you want to go Target?
I was gonna say if you respond.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
You may not respond.
I was brought back about that.
And this has gone up. So it was $29, and I had gotten it for $19. It was on sale, and it was like $23, and I was like, oh, girl, the champagne. I said everything went up except my paycheck.
Okay.
What the hell? That don't make sense.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna get this raise or not, and if we get I think like a 3% increase and a bonus.
He did too, because the way he just put that email out about you.
Baby, oh my gosh, my boss was like, I was like,
It was a good email.
oh yeah, it was a great
I'm
email.
like, okay.
Yeah, it was a great email. I just gotta learn how to accept praise. I don't like accepting praise like that. I don't know why.
Oh, you sound like my friend. She got
I don't know
a promotion. She like straddling the fence of deserving, but
Yeah.
like, girl, I said, girl, you got it.
I was like, she sent out the email to everybody in the company, including my CEO.
Oh,
The CEO replies back and was like, okay, this warrants a response on my vacation. 'Cause she on vacation right now. I was like,
yeah.
That email was some bums.
And then this what I was telling Zandra, our CEO, because that was my COO. Our CEO responded on her vacation. And she said, this was a response on my vacation. Let me tell you one thing. This is what it's about.
Yeah, run me that.
I said, ooh.
Yeah, I like people run me something.
Baby, we ain't got to worry about that performance evaluation. It's me.
This is a performance evaluation right here.
This is it. Baby, this is it. I was like, because I started a program for college students.
Yes, you've been doing everything with this company.
Well, yeah, it's been amazing. But it's been amazing to have that autonomy because when I was in the health department, my hands were so tired of doing stuff.
I remember you telling me that. She was like, I'm so sick of that.
Yeah. And my boss in the health department, they also tell my sister that go get her. You know she would. You know she'll go get her. I'll be like, this is the kind of car she drives.
Right. This how she look. This how she look.
This how she look. She's gonna go jack her up.
But she my cousin.
Be like, leave my brother
Who's your
alone.
cousin?
I'm your cousin.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, y'all about cousins.
I hope not.
Baby Zandra whole nut. That's why she asking, because she a fool.
That's why I'm saying the house.
Oh, me too. They be like, Kevin, what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Right.
What we not finna do is sit here and disrespect me like that.
That part.
My cousin to my son, you still doing that gay shit? I said, your sister still got your kids? Seems like to me, that's what you need to be worried about.
Pick a side. What is we doing?
Then my auntie was like, well, you should have left him alone. He didn't say nothing to
Right.
you.
They
Leave him
said
alone.
nothing to you.
See, that's why your little smart ass mouth. You just always had a little smart ass mouth. I'm
Yeah.
like, you was fucking with me. I was
Right. I was
by
minding my
myself.
business.
You think so because you grow older than me, you can disrespect me?
That's how they think.
No, ma'am.
That's how they
I
think.
fixed it nowadays. I'm still respectful, but hey, you're not gonna let me.
What we not finna do?
They'll try it. Okay, so one of these
Shoot, I can
microphones.
check my great grandma. I can check you.
Microphone. I
I
don't know
check
which
my
one
great
it
grandma. I
is.
told her, I said, girl, don't be playing with me like that.
Wrong one, Granny.
Wrong one. God rest her soul. She, my last living grandparent just died in August of last year.
Yeah, I remember you posting it, yeah.
Oh, it was so crazy.
I'm like Bernie Mac, these grandma nowadays be 25, 36.
Right.
Your great grandmama 44.
And I don't even want to be called grandma no more. G.
Right, Nana.
Nana and G.
G-Mama.
We gotta clean on.
Grandma.
I'm just over it.
My dad is my little sister, you know, little.
Do y'all see these lights over here moving? When somebody say something? Any green?
Testing.
Yay.
We'll see.
Okay, so probably when I hit record. They'll get it together.
My fat ass hungry.
I'm like, hey, you can listen. I got it all here for us to eat it all.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
You know, as this country stuff coming on and they really like testing her and they really being racist towards her, it makes me want to be a part of the beehive.
They racist as hell.
As hell. Now
When
what,
I
did we
say-
say, now what did we say that about Eminem, Jack Harlow? all
That
these people
part.
that
That
we-
part.
in ours,
That Ice Baby. That part. Yeah. They've been doing her like
we
this.
need to do a lot more gatekeeping then.
I said
How
that
about that?
on the last episode. I said if Beyonce had loyal fans like Taylor Swift, the stuff that she going through, she would not be going through.
At all.
Baby, them Swifties don't play. Baby, I got 6th graders. I'm like, what the hell y'all know about Taylor Swift? She came out when y'all was 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they wear the bracelets, the
Oh,
shirt.
yeah.
When I say real life true Swifties,
That's just like
And she mediocre as fuck.
girl, we don't
Miley
get me
Cyrus.
started.
That was crazy about mine.
What's crazy about Miley? Like and Miley opened the door for Taylor. If Beyonce had the Taylors, the Swifties, and the Mileys, baby, it'll be a whole different. Baby, they've been doing her bad since she been on country. They've been doing Beyonce.
But
bad.
black people be doing her bad in general. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's like she can't take it off her talent alone.
Yep.
She ain't part of no damn Illuminati. She came from money.
That
She
part.
came from a foundation where
And
she had access
I
to stuff.
said that I was like, the girl was born into money. Like,
Thank
don't
you.
she just the billions? She wasn't, but she was born into that millions when she was little.
Absolutely.
Like everything, her house. She lived in a damn mansion growing up. Who wouldn't want to live in something bigger?
Taylor
You know
Swift
what I'm
did
saying?
too.
Taylor did too. But when I say that, and that's why I be trying to get people to understand. Like, you don't have to just like Beyonce or love her or none of that. But if you look at, I'm like Jay-Z, if you look at the metrics of it, the metrics ain't metricy. It's some foolishness going on. Okay, y'all, let's get it together, Lord. I don't know what's going on with my little stand stuff. Ooh, what I touched?
I could give my opinion on that, but I think you might be fighting. She might fight.
Yeah, because don't talk about
She
it.
might jump across the
Yes,
table.
because find somebody else to play with.
She had me sitting there braiding her hair listening to that.
Yeah. And we listened to, which one was it? Renaissance. We listened to Renaissance. It came out the day she did my hair. So I was like, yeah, we gonna listen to it.
Well,
And
we
then
listened
she
to
was
that, I
just
wanna
laying
say
my hair
those-
like,
We listened to that all the way to St. Louis last year.
you won't break my stuff. You won't break my stuff.
There was a lot going on.
Look, I told Mackenzie to, y'all promise God, when I say sometimes I want to punch her in her throat. Pumpkin, come here. I need you to do them dishes. Make sure you sweep spot my. You won't break my stove. You won't break. When I say I hollered, I was like, you help her. All right, y'all. We finna get this thing started. I'm just finna hit record because ain't something going on. But the devil, you won't win. We ain't gonna not acknowledge you. Make sure it's plugged in. Oh hell. Maybe is that what's going on? That what's going on right here.
She ain't plugged.
Fix it, love.
It was on the ground.
Fix it, Lord. I mean, speak
It's
to
green
me.
now.
Yep.
Speak to me.
Speak to me.
That's it.
There we go. Okay. Oops, I'm gonna pull it out again. Let me put you back in, Shook. That's good on you. All right. Podcasting is so extra. Okay, y'all, we at the end. We finna discuss these little sentences and stuff. And what I miss? Is it green? Y'all hear? Y'all see
Yes,
it?
green.
Yes, green. Okay. I'm gonna have to give me another adapter because I don't like that. Don't be just hopping out on me. Hop out on somebody else. Find somebody to play
Come
with.
on, pH balance, water.
Hop out on it. Shut up. The alkaline water. Cause alkaline dye is good for us, right?
Yeah.
Like to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But too much of it apparently is something
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
issue.
See this, and I only do this, y'all, when I drink.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not
definitely.
drinking,
Yeah.
I got my lemon, lime, ginger that I do, and I just do a little bit of lemon because I don't even do lemon no more because my girl told me lemon's one good for us.
The way she be going off make you feel bad.
I'm talking about horrible. I stopped buying lemons. I was like, dang, Crystal, like what?
Listen,
And, yeah, I had to let, but she said turnip greens is really good. I love turnip greens. I was like, good nigga, because I wasn't gonna let them go.
right.
We gonna have to, some gonna have to give. But yeah, I end up buying. I don't do lemons. I do it because I do see a difference with my skin.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
normally
I like
put
lemons.
like 2 or 3 in my detox water, but now I put like a half of one. But I do plenty of lime. I do like 2 limes. I do ginger, and then I do a whole cucumber.
Baby, if you want a good detox, put some lemon in some black coffee and drink it.
That sounds like it'll do amazing.
But just
What is that? It was some kind of thing that was going on with coffee and some. Was it lemon?
lemons, coffee and lemons.
There was something that clear on through.
You do.
See, I don't have a problem with being clear. I just be want my face to make sure, I want the blood to be clear.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I want it to, I need my skin, because I don't wear makeup to work. Only time I wear makeup is if I'm going somewhere or to church.
You know what's really good for the skin is celery juice.
Mmm.
And then my friend, you know Alexis Martin, we've been friends since Horseman, but she does soap. She lives in Orlando, Florida now.
Oh.
But she makes natural soaps. Like she has a garden in her yard, and she pulls the aloe vera, the lemon, the turmeric, the lime. She makes her soap.
I need a garden.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
what I
You need to follow her or her TikTok page. She has like she has like a 30,000 followers on TikTok. But she just kind of shows her garden and how when she does her soaps and stuff, she'll go and get her fresh lemon and lime and turmeric, and she'll like it's the whole process be good.
I'm on a homestead group and on Facebook. There's a lot of people from Arkansas. That's what they're doing. They're preparing us.
For real.
And they said
I need to
actually
go
listened
out.
to a Black History program in Pine Bluff. One of my mentors, she just bought 106 acres in Pine Bluff,
Come on, honey.
and they have been trying to teach about gardens and growth and bunkers and all types of stuff about we need to try to get away from the system and be a little bit more self-sufficient. because the system at any time can fail us, and I feel like that's what they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
We're so dependent on
Mm-hmm.
it that when it fails, we're going to depend on something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're going to still be dependent on them to get us out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But we can have our own stuff going on.
I ain't gonna be dependent on it because I ain't get tan.
Me neither. She told me we finna get some community gardens going down there, baby, on that
For
land.
real.
And baby, when I want my fruits and vegetables, I'm gonna go down there and pick them.
That part. For real, we gotta do something. Y'all ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, we have about 40 minutes. Let me see what Pumpkin wants. If that, I'm gonna try to get us done before that. Leaving the library on my way to the store. Okay, I'm recording. Don't make up a lot of noise. Don't make up a lot of noise. I said nose. Noise. Be safe. Love you. Oh, y'all. Them children get to drive and get a little just be. I try not to think about it. This how I knew the Lord was with me because I had forgot she had drove to the game Thursday night, and the game was in Thursday, but she just drove to Parkview. You know they can't drive; they gotta ride the bus.
Yeah.
And hell, I forgot, y'all. I was knocked out. That girl coming in the house at like 11. I'm like, girl, what? She's like, you know, we had the game. I was like, oh, I forgot. And Kim was like, just shaking his head. I was like, oh, thank you, Lord, because I done went to sleep, baby, out in the streets. I don't know nothing. I'm knocked out, sleeping like a baby.
Right.
That's how my mind been. But anyway.
She's so responsible.
I know, girl, it's scary because I'm like, nigga, my mama give me the car, nigga, I'm not going straight home.
I'm just gonna take that answer because
I'm finna do a little stop it. Where's the eye? We ain't going home.
But we did that one time. I got my car. My mom was like, y'all need to be home by midnight. And I'm like, okay, cool. So the party just started jumping.
That
the
part.
party that we had, it was in
Antoine House.
Yeah.
Village Club right down the street from the village.
Yeah.
Literally.
We had that party. And I was like, it's just not jumping.
Like literally, 12
I told my
o'clock.
sister, I was like, we just gonna take that out. And maybe we take it.
I can see.
Then we took it too, but
I'm talking about took it.
then she come knocking on my door telling me something. Do you think it was smart?
Feeling bad after you done whooped my ass. Yeah.
Right.
It
I was like, we had fun.
Oh my God.
I'm about to hit record. Y'all play too much. Play all day.
Lord.
All right, Spillers. I hope you enjoyed those jazz tunes from Trap Jazz. Philip Mouton and Quincy Cuno Watson. They are local jazz artists in the city, but they are nationally known. Now listen, we about to get into this topic. Bam. Who raised y'all? Like who did it? Why? Take it back, start over, redo, undo, get it together. So, Spillers, this topic is no tease, no shade, no hating, no malice, no hate, no envy, no jealousy, no none of that. Just to name a few. We are just some regular people who wants to get a little clarity or try to get a little clarity on who raised some certain people or something. Anyway, so listen, the reason why I chose this topic because I feel like we're living in a time where people are really scared to be themselves. They're scared to be their authentic selves. So even if you weren't raised with the morals, standards, values, courage, or to be bold and brave and etc., you know, all that good stuff, at a certain age, you should be able to identify who you are, the type of person that you want to be, the type of person that you should be. You should be able to, I guess, identify or understand what good character is, right? Make those proper changes as an adult. Hold your own self accountable to be a good person. But I just don't feel like we're living in a time to where we have that, right? So I wanted to discuss it. We ain't got all day. We're going to try to dissect this as quickly as we can. Listen, my girl over here to my left, to y'all right YouTubers, Zandra get her feelings and to go off. So we just going to try to dissect it just a little bit. Kevin, he ain't gonna really get in his feelings. He just gonna go to hell off. Zandra gonna get in her feelings and just go off. We just like, we get to having flashbacks and be like, oh hell no. Like, no. So we're going to talk about the effects of the way that we are raised, what it has, whether it's positive or negative, in the relationships that we form in life. And those relationships can be with family, friends, partners, marriages. It don't matter what the relationship is. Ain't none of them exempt. We're trying to understand, right? So let's start off. How do you all feel about the effects of how we are raised and the effects that they have on the relationships we form? And I'm talking about relationships we form as mature adults, adults that know better. Like, yeah, you might have been raised like this, but now you know damn better. Like, you too old at this point.
Yes.
How do you all feel about the way that we're raised? Like, the projection of that, the effect that it have on the way that we respond in relationships? Either one of y'all can go first, not everybody at once.
You're gonna pick that.
Wow. Negative and positive, I think. I think if you're raised with morals and values, you kind of carry those over into your adult life. But a lot of times, you may have been raised with morals and values, but sometimes life happens, and a life episode can change your entire mood. Especially like heartbreak and things like that can change your entire outlook on like what you thought love was for you know what I mean? Like when I was growing up, it was just love all around me. You know what I mean? I could be myself. And when I got older, I'm like, there are people out there that really don't like me. You know what I mean? I didn't realize, you know what I mean? There are people out there that
People that you love,
right?
You feel like loved you.
And you like, oh, you really don't like me. You just deal with me because we family. And we was told to deal with me. Like you were told, this is a forced relationship. And as I got older, I'm like, I ain't gotta be around this shit. I ain't gotta be around you or this negativity or all this stuff. And like one aunt asked me, she said, Kevin, why don't you ever come to my house? I'm like, all you do is gossip about people. I don't want to hear that. Because when they walk through the door, you don't say that.
Right.
So
And you doing it to me.
Yeah, so I'm saying like when I leave the house, when I leave your house.
I'm the topic of discussion.
What you saying about me?
Baby.
Because what exempts me from
Baby.
nothing?
Nothing. And I don't force relationships no more as I get older.
Yeah.
Because I realized most of the relationships that I had when I was younger were literally just because we've always been taught family is everything. No,
well, we don't get onto that
I'm good on that. But it does affect how you seek out certain relationships. Like if you didn't grow up hearing affirmations and things like that, you start to date at your self-esteem level. Right? So if you're not affirmed as a child or you're not affirmed, when somebody's not telling you that you're beautiful and that you're worthy, that first person that tells you that, no matter what they got going on, you're going to cling to them.
Yeah.
They could be on drugs, they could be selling drugs, they could do all kind of that. But that first affirmation that you get, if you're not getting it at home, you're going to cling to that person. And that could be the wrong person to cling to.
Everything.
So, yeah, it can definitely affect us how we, how we grew up.
That was
And
good too.
whether or not we got that type of affirmation as kids, you know. So.
Okay. So,
My sister said we have to get it together, y'all.
thinking about my upbringing and then adding on me having kids and raising kids, I just feel like it's in you. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Like I could be the perfect, or try my best to be a good mother, teach you morals and values and stuff. And you can come real messed up.
Yeah.
You know, and then on the flip side, you could be raised in a unloving, unloyal home or whatever kind of, not as stable, and come out a decent person. I just feel like morals and good character and loyalty and all that is far and few. Far and few. Just good people in general. And the issue is like we all got some stuff we got to work on. It's just the fact of, do you want to work on it? Are you wanting to be better? And I feel like a lot of people just okay with being messed up.
So you think that you have to choose to want to be, it doesn't matter how you're raised, but you have to choose to want to be. And that was like the latter part of my question, like, if you can be raised a certain way with certain standards, morals, values, like you said, but as an adult or as you become a person who's able to hold themselves accountable, you know better, you do better. Like now you got to choose, and whatever you choose is what you choose. I feel like the way that we are raised, I do feel like it has a huge effect on the way that we project in any type of relationship, be it friendship, marriage, whatever. Because I feel like if we are raised and there is trauma, you know what I'm saying, for how we were raised, if we don't deal with the trauma before we form relationships, we project that into our relationships. And that has an effect on relationships. And a lot of times the effects are negative. I also feel like if we are raised where we're sheltered, right? We raised and we're raised really good, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't got no street smarts, you know what I'm saying? We like my uncle used to say all the time, you can buy book sense, but you can't buy common sense.
Learn.
If we are raised with all of these goods, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can also project those into your relationships too. And that's not always a good thing because it's like you square. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell wants to be square? But I feel like the person that you form that relationship with, whomever that person that you're with is, that may be your lesson. That may be the person that is supposed to teach you whatever it is that you're missing, or to teach you or help you identify, hey, this is a trigger. You know what I'm saying? And you know the trauma that you've been through growing up, but something that person may do may bring that out of you. That may be a trigger. That person may be there to teach you that. That person may be there to also teach you the street smarts you need. You know what they used to say, good girls like bad boys, or bad boys or good girls like bad boys, good boys like bad girls, because there's a street sense that partner or that companion may have that you've never known or you've never had. That person may be the person to teach that to you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But either way, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it can be a lesson. You can take it, run with it, learn from it. You can decide to learn from it. You got to decide what you want to do with it in advance, and then you got to decide if you're going to grow with it or if you're going to move the hell on. Ooh, that was good. Okay, so our next question. Baby, I told y'all we could talk all day about this, but we on the time straight. See, we only got like 22 minutes left. But anyway, do you all think, being that relationships, the way that we're raised, do you all think that loyalty is taught or learned?
Learned. I will say this because a lot of things that we were taught are truth. Because again, we were taught that family is supposed to do this no matter what. But as I got older and I learned,
what you learned?
That wait a minute.
What family do?
We are family, but you fuck my family. The family fuck my husband. Okay.
Come on, Terry from Soul Food.
And see, as you get older and you realize that Terry wasn't even the damn villain.
She was not the villain. Was not.
She was not the villain of Soul Food. I'm gonna tell you the villain was Big Mama was the villain.
Big Mama and what was Vivica's name?
Maxine.
Yeah.
They both were the villains of that movie. Because all Terry was trying to do was make a better life for herself. And then her sister steals her boyfriend. Yeah. Right? Her sister steals her boyfriend. Yeah. She goes on to get to law school and all that. Now she's the only one paying all of her mama's bills. Right?
And Mama making her take everything. But it's family. And it's unfortunate. I love Big Mama and respect to all Big Mamas and Big Mama. However, the traditions of the Big Mamas were not mentally right for black women, raising black women. The tradition just wasn't right. Like, we can't teach our girls to accept whatever, deal with whatever because they're family or because they're this. And Lord knows I love me some Big Mama and Soul Food. I did. But I said, no, Big Mama, now you're going to have to get up off Terry, Big Mama.
Yeah. Get up of her. All she was trying to do was make a better life for herself. And the thing about it is, a lot of times family members are lazy and do the bare minimum because they're waiting on that one person to make it. Okay, they waiting on that one person to win the lottery or get a lot of money or all this, and then they're going to be like, oh, well, what about me?
That's funny you said that because I'm sure waiting on my kids to get rich, baby.
But I mean, in the sense of,
I know what you're saying.
Yes, she's supposed to take care of you because you took care of her in a great way. You're getting her a stable environment to live in. You know what I mean? She's got a car at 16. You're teaching her responsibility, all that. So of course, but I'm talking about family members who, you know,
I get it.
Who don't do nothing but sit around. You know, and I don't have much, but sometimes I go around certain family members, and I'm known as the rich niggas. I'm like,
he ain't got no kids. He got a good job. He can do this.
Listen, I got a 2013 Kia Optima. Okay, it's paid for.
That be pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
When you got it, I'm like, well, we got to normalize saying that we don't got it, even if we got it.
That part.
This is mine.
That part. And I ain't gotta share it.
But that goes back to that loyalty. Well, you know, you always gotta help our family. Well, what they doing for themselves?
That part.
You need to analyze what they're actually doing with their money, their time, and all that, so that they can learn to be self-sufficient.
I need you to mic because you're talking to
so they can be self-sufficient. I like it when all family members can come together and everybody's self-sufficient and they can go home at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta pick up such a person and I gotta do this and well such and such ain't got no ride.
I just sent my kids in a group chat a text about that the other day. I said, certain cultures, the reason why they are able to build, have these businesses and have these nice cars and everybody's straight is because they work together. Okay? They work together. They not sitting there watching somebody competing. It's like, well, the grandma babysitting, okay? Grandma's straight because we take care of her. We finna go out here. We got our own company. We finna go out, handle our business.
Absolutely.
Get our money, working together, get our money, and take care of,
each other, and nothing is expected. Like, I don't expect nothing. Like, if you can come to me for something, I should be able to come to you for something. But if we have that root understanding, hey, this is the goal, because that is so true, Zandra. We were just talking about that in the break, Spillers, comparing the Beehives and the Swifties. Like, if you had people that had the root in mind, like we help each other. We're not expecting anything. We're not competing. We just helping each other. If you one up somebody, let me pull you up with me so we can be one up together. And hell, whoever one up first can be the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But until we get that actual heart and desire and mind to think like that, it's gonna always be competition and confusion and misunderstanding. Not necessarily it's gonna be on one or the other's end. The one with the pure intentions, we ain't really got nothing but help. We be the ones so hurt and distraught.
Listen.
Because of what? Expectations.
Expectations, yeah.
Like they supposed to have common sense.
Yeah.
Common decency.
Common decency. Yeah, that's
right.
what people say. Common decency.
But one of my family members was like, man, the Hispanics just took over the Southwest. I said, y'all been out here 20 years and y'all ain't done nothing.
That part, baby, they done came to be all type of business.
And that's what I was talking about, but I ain't want to say
that.
Yeah.
We can talk about it. We ain't,
But
because those are the examples that we need. And I feel like the black culture, like we've been through the most. You know what I'm saying? No other culture, ethnicity, race, none of that can say that they've experienced what African Americans have experienced. And I just feel like just with that alone as a family, like we just have to do better. But it's unfortunate because we have the most hate, envy, jealous towards each other for no damn reason. Like, I'm doing what I do the same thing you do every day. I get up, go to work, and they say, you know what I'm saying? We have the same opportunities.
Yeah.
But why is there competition? Why can't we work together? Why can't we build? Why can't we? And it just don't make sense to me.
And just naturally smart and so many talents.
Oh my goodness.
Like
the chosen people in real life. Like really, we really are. We really are them people. Like we the people.
I don't know what it is about the South in general, about how we navigate certain things, because I feel like a lot of times we feel like we need white people. And we really don't.
And don't.
I'm just saying, like, I grew up in an all-black neighborhood, and I was just
that
fine
part.
with it. You know
that
what I mean?
part.
I was just fine with it, but it's all this. I know that we deserve it.
Yeah.
But we also don't realize that we have to fight for it.
Yeah.
We feel like it's just supposed to be given to us.
Yeah.
And we realize for over the last 500 years, it ain't gonna happen that way.
It's not.
It's not gonna happen that way. And we also have to do a lot more gatekeeping too, with our resources and cultures and our practices and different things like that, because a lot of times we are always wanting to invite people to the picnic. And I'm like, no.
Right. And it ain't got nothing to do with hate.
No.
It's the principle. That's another thing we mess up at too, the principle of stuff.
Yeah, it's the principle about it.
The hell? It's the
No,
principle.
we need our own safe spaces to celebrate our own culture, to celebrate our own things.
I agree.
Without a white gaze over it.
I agree.
You know? Like Tyler Perry is known for that. He just throw a white person in there. Why? Why? This
and
random
I
white
love Mr. TV.
We like you, but you know, it's like, what is you throwing this random white person in an all black?
You could have threw the little old bougie black mama in there now. Come on. But anyway, I love you, TP. You know I do. But I'm just saying, I'm with you on that. I personally feel like, as far as loyalty being taught or learned, I feel like it's something it's both ways. I feel like it can be taught and it can be learned. I feel like it can be taught because you see what's going on and you learn the difference. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, like the serenity prayer, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's learned because you're watching it. You know what I'm saying? You see it, and you see it from a good perspective. It's not crap. It's, for example, like I think about Jesus, you know what I'm saying, and the way that he led his disciples and his tribe and his group of people. He knew who was loyal and he knew who wouldn't. He knew who was gonna ride for him and he knew who wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Your grandmamas, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know your grandmama ain't really gonna have a whole lot of girlfriends.
Right.
She may, everybody in the neighborhood may know grandmama, but grandmama may have one or two neighborhood sisters that she deal with. Everybody in the church may know grandmama, but grandmama gonna have one or two mothers. And
That's
I'm
right.
honest, because in my neighborhood, I knew we had a lot of old people in our neighborhood. My grandmother, Miss Alexander, was like right on Rice. My grandmother went to a really, really huge church in Little Rock. Her and Mother Shaw were like right on Rice, and it was 100 other mothers. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally watched loyalty. The same with my mother. You know what I'm saying? Her husband, her best friend, her sisters. Like I saw it. So I grew up learning this is what loyalty looked like. You respect these people. You honor these people. You're in allegiance with these people. Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like I feel like as we like our generation, I don't know. I just feel like we've just kind of gotten away from that. I feel like we get a little inch of jealousy, or we feel like they may be one up or doing a little bit better than we. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like we shied away from real love and loyalty to people that we love, and so it's kind of it's used loosely. Like how the hell you gonna say you know good and well loyalty and in your blood? What spell loyalty?
That's what I was gonna say. I feel it's both too. Like you can learn it, you can be around it, but it's a choice once again to be loyal. And then sometimes I think certain people's loyalty is circumstantial.
Circumstantial, girl.
That's
I
it.
feel like it is.
That's
The
it.
microphone, you be spinning.
You so
The little poem snap. You know when you're in the little poem. Girl.
seriously, because that's one situation that I've been dealing with. It's like I thought, but then it's like, oh, okay, you know, certain situations, the person, okay, you got, but then it's like when and that's another thing. You have to, that's when people get to know you. You know what I'm saying? I love Toya for who Toya is. You know, you have to accept people for who they are. And so, like, just because.
Wait, damn. You gotta accept people. Like, wait, I love it.
But no, just listen.
That was good, yeah.
But I say, as a braider,
Yeah.
y'all, they love the hell out of me because I'm so weird and strange.
You just.
But I'm thankful.
Yeah, you're not weird.
They're very patient with me, okay?
It's not even that we're patient. I'll say this and then I'll let you finish. What I love and respect about you is your spirit of discernment and your shield from everything that you've experienced, what you've gone through in life. And you just like, I'm not going through that anymore. Even though I know that we're friends, you know that we're friends, you know that, you know, we trust each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people on the outside, they may not ever get that part of you. You know what I'm saying? That's why even when people say, who did your hair, who? And I'm like, okay, like I go to her page on Instagram, but I promise you, my friend is like a true empath, and she's a damn empath through messaging. So if you see her message and she feel like it ain't right, she probably ain't gonna respond. Just look for somebody else. It ain't unpersonal. Just look. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but keep going.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like you know, certain people like, I love you, or you know, like you were saying. But it's like, just because you're giving me money, for instance, your what's the book I always be giving people? Love language.
Yeah.
You know, your language of loyalty might not be what I you know what I think is loyalty. It's not the same. But that's where you get to learn people and just be a good person.
And money just not nothing for you, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that for everybody. And loyalty, like she said, is like a love language. It's different for everybody. Yeah. But I just feel like when you're a loyal person, it doesn't matter like what the situation is. You're going to be truthful and you're going to be real in that moment. Like that's when your character and your morals and your values like really exude. You know what I'm saying? Like this your opportunity to show that you loyal behind closed doors when ain't nobody looking. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can be loyal in the forefront, but when ain't nobody looking, what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ooh, child.
that situation happened to me where somebody was like, well, Kevin, they said this. I said, let me tell you something. Whatever they told you, believe them. Because apparently they was comfortable enough to come to you to talk about me.
That
You
part.
should have never gotten
That
to
part.
Exactly.
Because somebody talking about toy, I'm checking it right there.
That part.
Exactly.
Shut it
And
down.
you don't even bring it to it.
Thank you.
It was taken care of.
It's taken care of,
Yeah.
and it's good.
Yeah.
So
Now
I'm
that's
like,
loyalty.
I'm like, so what was y'all over there talking
That
about
part.
before y'all got on me?
And why?
And why? Because if somebody tells me about any one of my friends, hold on. First of all, we're not gonna go there. Shut your mouth and keep it moving. And I ain't gonna sit there and listen to it either. What I'm listening to it for? Especially if you know me.
That part. Like, know me.
You know me. You know that I'm not capable of doing no
That
crap
part.
like that.
That part.
And
And
they said, well, who is they?
Right.
First of all,
Right.
if you gonna tell me something, tell me who said it.
bring the names up.
Because if somebody says something about my friends, I'm gonna be like, well, this
Such
is
and
exactly
such
who
said,
happened.
this is exactly who said
This
it,
is
and where
exactly
was
who
it
said it.
said.
And go call them on three-way, and I'm gonna let them know that I told them.
And that's
And
how
that's
it
how,
should
you
be.
know, people, if they're around you because they love you and can accept you for you, or if they just around you for some looking upside your head, trying to figure out how you're doing it, you know, we're just weird.
That's where the spirit of discernment got to tap in like that. You got to be able to read the room, read energy, and read people. And it's not that you being funny, acting, or being. And people, I feel like nowadays, like we really need to understand that. We really need to be like y'all. When I say I'm so okay, I have really good friends, twins, Yvonne and Siobhan, big sisters, love them to death, can't live without them, literally. Yvonne had known me for months before I met her identical twin. And when I say identical, baby, you can't tell them apart.
Yeah.
And loving this, my sister, like, no, I love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, good woman of God, just amazing heart, not judgmental, just amazing, like, far and few type of people that I feel like God makes. When I met Siobhan, I was so excited. Hi, oh my God. And she was like, okay, calm down. Like, literally, when I say that girl was like, okay, calm down, sensitive. Okay, you say you who now? You Siobhan, you Yvonne twin. Okay, you know I'm Siobhan, right? I'm not her. So, whatever you get from her, she was literally showing me, like, you can calm down because I don't know you. Like, she may know you, but I don't know you. Just because my twin, and I'm talking about they are white, they not just twins, they each other's left and right. You know what I'm saying? And just her responding that way just kind of let me know it's okay. When people don't know you, you can be you, but you got to accept how they respond, and that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? And I use her as an example because to this day, I'm her little sister. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now I fool with you now. I had to get to know you.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's what it takes for people. But when you're genuinely and sincerely yourself, and you're honest, and you're like a genuine person, people can read that and people can tell that. And when you full of crap, and when you people can read that. So we have to understand. And you may not even be full of crap for real. They just feel like you're full of crap. But if they don't want to deal with you, oh well. Like, it is what it is. But I feel like everybody have a reason for why we respond, when we respond, how we respond. That's just what I feel like. Okay.
Well, I started responding the way I responded because I never did. And I would just leave, or I would just keep stuff in, or I would go home and cry when a family member said something to me. And I would just be like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to leave now. Or, okay, I guess I'm not going to go over there because I don't really know how they're going to take me. But baby, when you find yourself,
and then you start responding, and now now you the black sheep. Now you the problem.
Now exactly. I'm the problem. And you know what? I'm okay with being the problem because I can go back home to where I pay rent at.
Yep. We good.
We good.
And I might respond and I might not.
Listen.
Right.
Because I'm good with that too.
I'm good with that.
You're non-existent, okay? And it's okay. It's fine.
Yep. A family member was trying to go off about something. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That part.
And that made them even mad. That made them even worse. They was like, I'm like, no, what you want me to do is you want me to interact with you the way that you're interacting, and I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not giving you that type of energy.
Right.
You're not even worth that type of energy. You know how exhausted it is to do what you're doing?
That part. Who got time, energy, space, and I feel like once we get to that point to where we know it's exhausting, it's draining, and it, you know what I'm saying, it affects our peace, then we move accordingly. And I'm learning that, y'all, when I say I told y'all earlier, I've been crying like hell lately, but I have been so good with loving on the people that love on me, being okay with not going, being okay with not being invited, and being good because it's like, that's my peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first I was like, God, why me? Why anybody like, why? But now I'm like, okay, yeah, because you know it was gonna affect my peace, or you know something's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. You know, and I feel like once we get to that point, we'll be good. This is our last question, y'all. Listen, speaking of loyalty, we've been talking about loyalty. And something that I hear people say, and I've heard it for so long, even growing up, blood is thicker than water, family over everything, foe. You know, I'm choosing family any day, every day, all day. Baby, this what it's gonna be because that's my blood. So whoop, no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm choosing family. That's what we doing. That ain't my testimony no more. But anyway, how do y'all feel about people saying that? Because you done brought up Terry from Soul Food, and I'm like, baby, family do a little damage, baby, mentally and emotionally, baby, family. I had you in your corner crying. Do you hear me? Do you all think that families get a pass when it comes to being loyal by any means necessary?
Hell no.
That girl said that quick.
No.
Get into it.
All right, because people are people, okay?
And they be people.
Yeah, you can have family that's not blood, that supports you and have your back, and I'm a living witness. More than what you were born into, you know, like blood. Or whatever. Like I just feel like I pick, and that's what came to mind, picking my battle. Picking the people that are right for me, my village, you know,
absolutely.
I can be around and grow with, and we have the same, and not even exactly, same morals, good morals, you know, like good people. That's what I want to be around. I can't be around nobody I don't trust, family or not. You move, if you treat that person or me that way and we family, then you just not right.
Absolutely.
And I used to give people passes, you know that. Way too many passes. Okay, because
use a passer giver.
Because they were family, you know, family. But then one really big issue with our community is lack of therapy for one. And then communication. So a lot of people, they don't want to sit down because they're not ready to take accountability.
That personal accountability.
Yeah, and you know, and I feel like put your pride to the side. If you love me, you know what I'm saying, you'll be willing to sit down, let's talk about it, figure it out. We ain't got to always be you know, on the same page, right? But we got to be in the same chapter.
Yeah, we got to have an understanding.
Yeah. So but we got to talk about it. That's one thing I learned. Like, I feel like if you don't talk about it, you don't know that you're doing wrong, or you can use that excuse.
Copping out.
Yeah, and so then it's gonna be a cycle. And so no, we're not gonna do that. If you don't want to sit and talk about it, and you know, say I apologize. This is what I did.
And that's true. Like the cycle. If you don't know, because that goes back to the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Whatever experiences that you had, and you're now exuding or projecting those. When a person told you that you wronged them, or this is how that made me feel, or you made me feel in that moment, it don't matter what the hell you think or what you feel like your intentions were. It's their feelings. So instead of negating the fact that you made them feel some type of way, take accountability on, I didn't make them feel good. So let me apologize for the way that they felt. It ain't what you mean. It ain't, and I'm learning it. Like when I say, baby being married, my husband like, look, nah, we ain't doing it. This is how I felt at that moment. And you're going to take accountability for how you made me feel.
Absolutely.
That's what we have to do. And I feel like you said, lack of communication, lack of therapy. Because in the black culture, y'all know what we've been doing for years. Sweeping crap under the rug. Stuff come up, we don't never deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We not stressed about it. We not praying. We ain't talking about it. We talking to other people about it, talking about them. And girl, you know, so girl, you remember when we doing all that, but we're not dealing with the issues or facing the issues to put them behind us to move forward. And that's been going on in our community and our culture so long. And I feel like even like nowadays, that's why it's hard for us to deal with them. Because we like, hell, we ain't used to dealing with stuff like this. This is what we used to doing But the people that's been in therapy, you know what I'm saying, we the ones suffering. We heard, you know what I'm saying, because we know that ain't right, but they don't see that it ain't right, and I still gotta go around. That's why we ain't coming around. Hell, that's why we choosing peace.
That's why I be at home.
Why am I in therapy?
That part, because it is the trauma from day one.
But it's that what we talk about is that accepted trauma.
Accepted trauma.
Accepted trauma. Like, I mean, this is just how I was raised.
We just gonna deal with what Big Mama say. Terry, just calm down, just let it go. This your family. No,
let me get out what I need to get out. Because if I don't get it out in this way, it's gonna happen some type of other way. Mm-hmm. Okay, like I was telling a family member the other day, she was like, "Well, you just be." I said, "Listen, let me get it out this way.
Yeah.
Because if I get it out another way, somebody be going to the hospital.
Right.
If I start crying, you better move.
Right.
Okay, you better move. Because if I start crying, I'm gonna rearrange some furniture.
Yeah, that's right. That part.
But it's that accepted trauma that we. And then that personal accountability piece. We've always done like that. We always do it. We always been doing this. Well, it ain't been working.
That's the problem. Mm-hmm.
That is the problem. Like the way we raise these men and stuff to not be emotionally intact, and then they get older and they don't have emotional intelligence when they get older. You know?
And I was talking about that to somebody else, emotional intelligence, and that's so important, especially in the black man. You know what I'm saying? How we raise, you don't cry, you're not supposed to cry, you're not supposed to, like, we tell them that they're not supposed to feel, you know what I'm saying? And it comes to the point to where when it's time for them to feel, hell, they so used to not feeling, they don't bang feel. You know what I'm saying?
Or they drink it or smoke it.
Drink it or smoke it.
Drink it, smoking, and sex
they
it
got
away.
their vices.
They drink, smoke, sex it away, and then they die.
That part. Of a heart attack. Or a stroke.
Yeah.
Listen.
For real.
Absolutely.
For real. And black women too, because what I've been going through the last few weeks, I'm like, oh Lord, I feel like I'm putting like damage on my heart.
That's insane.
And I have been doing I'm telling y'all, it was so bad. I promise God is my witness, I was in the middle of working out last week. And I had like an anxiety attack, literally doing cardio.
Yeah.
And I just felt my heart and my whole body. I was like, oh my God. And I'm in the middle of my heart rate being up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already like, Jesus, I'm just putting strain on my heart because this is good physical activity and I'm doing now. It's like a pain and a pressure on it mixed. Like that, y'all know heart disease is the number one disease killer for black women or for women, period. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure it's higher in black women. But yeah, like we killing ourselves because we're not dealing with stuff. And I just feel like it's just time out for it. I listen, when I say my baby, I don't feel like she needs no therapy, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel.
Yeah.
She has a therapist though.
Absolutely, she
goes to therapy. Like, and her therapist is a text message away. If she has to come to Parkview to see her, or if she got to go in, she knows that she can, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what you really deal with because we don't tell everybody everything all the time. You know what I'm saying?
And you're also not your child only influence either.
Ooh.
Listen, my kids.
And you want to be the biggest influence. But you're not their only influencer. Just because you're the biggest doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? And so, yeah.
You preach.
Because the truth about it is that in school, all them hours.
And technology. For all them hours, flipping and swiping while we sleep.
My kids been in therapy since, all four of them, since they were young. And I kept them as long as two of them grown. But, and one of them saying that, you know, you could go back. But it's like it's a good part of the village of support.
It is. Yeah.
Like it's like that auntie that you can go
Yes.
talk to, but it's documented.
Yeah.
You need that backup.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you need therapy because you also need somebody with an unbiased opinion about
unbiased, that
because
part.
a lot of times family will give you advice to make sure that you still
struggling
and still got
I'm gonna help them a little bit.
Yeah,
but I don't want them to get
still got
too
access to
that
you.
string, you that puppet.
Yeah, that puppet.
Yeah. Control.
Like after my aunt and cousin died, I was looking at them. I was like, and I still don't like y'all. Just because when we supposed to come together now, because they passed away, it's gonna be this way for like 2-3 months. We're gonna get together, then we're gonna go back to our everyday lives, and we're gonna go back to talking shit about each other. We're gonna go back to doing whatever we're gonna do, and that's it.
I was talking to my cousin about that. He was like, well, such and such wants to get everybody together again, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and I was that person that said, nah, I'm good on it because I feel like every time somebody dies, everybody all of a sudden want to get together.
It should
You
be
know what I'm
that
saying? Like, why does it have to be like this then? When, first of all, the people that's trying to get all the people together, and the ones in the middle of the bull crap, y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, why you feel so bad that we done had 5 people die every time somebody done died, and they ain't want to, like, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Like, we can go, I can coexist
Yeah.
and go to the funeral and pay my respects to my family member, and I can gladly say, hey, how y'all doing, and keep it moving. I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah,
And I can continue.
that's circumstantial.
Circumstantial.
Okay, you just, and I was just thinking about that, like it shouldn't come to the point of sickness or death for people to act like they
Love each other and no, yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
Like no, because to me, and then seeing it personally, you life's short.
That's the first thing you say.
Yeah. And then, but then, like you said, a couple of months go by and you right back. So
Because
who you are, that's who you are.
And we ain't even dealt with the reason why we having this life short conversation.
Yeah.
Like, let's deal with why we not talking anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if we're not going to deal with it, let's just keep it at what it is. Let's coexist. And if we got to be around each other at the funeral, if we ain't the one being buried, then hey, how you doing? God bless you. Yeah, thank you. Good to see you. When I say I've been doing, listen, and it's so sad, I hate to say that, but I'm okay with it because I know I've done nothing. You can't go back and say, Toya started this and Toya said, you know what I'm saying? So at the firm, and people think I'm, like, I've had people to tell me plenty, girl, you crazy, run up to them, speak to them. Baby, when you know you ain't did nothing, hey, you can say hey and keep it moving because whatever jealous, envy, malice, foolishness that they got going on in their life, they got to deal with that.
Absolutely.
So I can gladly say hey and peacefully bow the hell out and walk away. And no, I'm not coming to whatever it is that you got going on because 2-3 months, when you see me take a cute picture and you mad because I was keeping the picture, you going to be mad at me again for nothing. Let's just keep it at what it is. Let's just keep it what it is.
Peace.
I don't even speak. I be Rachel.
I'm trying. I was in Bible study before COVID, and my pastor said years ago, it don't cost nothing for you to speak. When you know you haven't done nothing, you may not end no tension on their end, but you do your part, and just say hey. And so sometimes I speak and I keep the hell. Lately, I ain't been speaking no Lord forgive me. I'm progress. Because I saw somebody a couple weeks ago. I was like,
I guess I'm okay with it because I'm not angry.
Yeah.
I just don't wish you.
Yeah, that part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna. Yeah, I can't be fake.
Yeah.
Because then I get the, if I smile too much, too hard, my face gets going.
Yeah. And then they ain't mad.
Yeah.
Because you done raised your blood pressure for trying to. Yeah.
I was just dating somebody, and I was like, after we broke up, I was like, okay, we good, but I don't want to hear from you either. You know what I mean? Like, if we out in public, I'll speak to you, but I don't want to hear from you. Like, I don't want to see you. Don't send me nothing on Facebook. Don't send me funny reels. Don't say hi. Don't say good morning. None of that. We mutually decided to part. So therefore, I don't want to hear anything from you.
I made that post on Facebook. I said, let's normalize moving on without it being beef, malice, violence. And that's what I think we really need to do. We need to normalize not being, especially when there's no cause for the anger or for the distortment of the relationship. Like, let's just normalize moving the hell on and being good with moving on. Like, I ain't your vibe, you ain't my vibe, we ain't each other vibe. Hell, let's vibe separately and be good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's somebody that want to put up with your messed up ways.
That part.
It's not me.
That part. I just ain't the one.
I'm not the one.
Y'all, this was good. Can we get a part 2?
We need it.
We got Zan, you down for a part 2?
I am. I can loosen this.
So in 2 weeks you be ready for part 2?
Okay, it's fine.
I know you got stuff going on with Nia this weekend, but 2 weeks.
Oh man, she could be 21.
I know, girl, you gotta be a grown up. You gonna be ready for part 2?
Yeah, I am.
Kev, you gonna be ready for part 2?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
ready.
thank y'all. Can y'all tell the Phyllis ciao?
Ciao.
Phyllis, y'all heard that commitment. They ain't hear you then. They saw you on YouTube, but you gotta see it in the mic. For the ones that don't watch the YouTube.
I'll be here.
All right, so that's that. Okay, can you hit stop for me? I do my skill encouragement later.